barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. And I was going to talk about this on my show tonight. Oh, don't forget checks and balances and 9 wives. I was going to talk about it on my show, but we had a great conversation about fatherhood, man. And how we as a people can become better fathers. And we had some great people on today. Man, it was awesome. I think I said 30 words tonight. And I want to say thank you guys for coming in on that. And I look forward to, I'm excited to come back Sunday, man, and continue the conversation. Devin Haney is upset that Ring Magazine left him off the pound for pound list. ESPN left him off the pound for pound list. Devin is said he's not going to wear the belt. But it's not. But I mean, it's a good thing. In context, it sounds good. But that means you really, really got to stand up, Devin. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't go back and forth. I know you're young, and I know I'm probably going to be the only one saying this. I know I'm not. I'm going to be contrary to a lot of media members, you know, the new media and the LDBC and all of media. I know I may sound like a coon, but I'm going to say this. If you're going to give up the Ring Magazine belt, then you shouldn't fight on ESPN. And because it's the same thing, you know, it's not one without the other. You can't halfway serve your master. And you either got to be all in or all out. My suggestion would be to focus on putting on a sensational performance against what's his name, Kambosos, because the reason why you're fighting in a smaller arena is because people don't care as much, and you have to find a way to be sensational. You have to find a way to be 2 times better than you were in June, and you have the talent to do it. But how your fighting style is defense and defensive first. And I'm not mad at you. I'm going to forever watch you, and I think you fight beautifully. But in order for you to be the person that you want to become, to drop the Ring Magazine belt, you got to have 20,000 people in the stands, man. You got to have absolute power. And not unless you're willing to be independent and do things on your own. But it's going to be hard to get rid of the Ring Magazine belt and all this stuff because ESPN wants that on TV. So you're going to put yourself in a compromised position because from a business perspective, I don't think ESPN will allow you to drop that belt because they want that. That's why they're paying for the fight, and that's why they're paying you. Focus on the 13th round. You got to stop this guy, or look sensational attempting to do it. The performance the performance you had in the first fight is good enough for a guy who watches, like me, who watches boxing every Saturday night and is going to watch 2 pinatas bump up against each other. You know, I think I think you're a beautiful boxer, and I think you're going to have long-term success. But you got to stop this guy. You know, you had 1.3 million people to watch you. I think it's going to drop a little bit because Deontay Wilder's fighting that day, and college football and Major League Baseball. I think the AFC, the NL and the AL playoffs will be going on simultaneously, and you're going to have big markets like the Dodgers and the Yankees, and the Braves will probably be the 3rd largest market. So you have a lot of competition that day. You don't have to go viral, but you got to be sensational. And that should be your focus. Because if you're going to fight, you got to fight all the way. And I don't think you're prepared to do that. It sounds good, but I don't think you're prepared to do it. And and uh, focus on that 13th round. Really, really focus on that 13th round, because now you put yourself in position to be a hypocrite, because you can't speak against Ring Magazine and not speak out against ESPN. And ESPN is the people who's paying you. So do what you do. But I would be more inclined to put myself in position to win. And the reason why I smiled when one of the biggest reasons why I smiled when they took my credentials is because I knew it was theirs. And before I knew it was theirs, I knew I wasn't gonna last long. Me and Dante has had many conversations about this. I knew I was I was on the short term lease. And the reason why it didn't bother me is because I have a family, man. And and I had a great support team, and I can live without a credential and or the support of any fighter. Or any entity in boxing. I, I can sustain myself, whether it was no matter the money. I knew I could the media to say every fucking thing. Nah, it don't work like that. Y'all niggas got to step up and do something about it. Until a fighter is willing to go all the way, like me, from a media perspective, then it's just politics as usual. No fighter's going to go all the way, because the business of boxing pays them. And they have a family that they want to support. And this is why um, I sound foreign to a lot of people. Because I can say fuck you to anybody. Anybody. It, it won't impact me. Outside of my home, it, it, it won't impact me. It, it, a tenant, I'll have another tenant in 2 hours. It's a shortage of proper, you know, and get maximum rent. You know what I mean? I can curse out stocks. It ain't going. You can't impact the stock market, not unless you gonna buy a million shares of something. You know, so I purposely put myself in position so I can say fuck Ring Magazine, fuck ESPN, and whoever else I want to fuck you. You know, so um, that's my take on it, man. I would focus on the 13th round. That's what I would do because Deontay Wilder's gonna knock that guy out. And if Deontay Wilder's on ESPN and you're not, in terms of highlights, it's gonna be a thing. That don't like your boxing style. And that's fine. You have to accept that. You have to accept the results of what you put out. And uh, that's, you have to accept the result. The results of the results. You know. And and do what you need. I wish Lincoln was up. Maybe I'll do a part 2 when I'm driving the kids to school. But I tell Lincoln and Kennedy, it's automatic. Do what you need to do, and you know what they're gonna say. So I can do what I want to do. Devin, destroy. In the next 6 months, stay quiet. Put yourself in position. You got cambosis and much change. It's what you asked for. They say everything but fight. Destroy them. October 15th, I'm throwing a fight party for you and and Deontay Wilder.